Well, it's 8 o'clock Sunday morning. A little overcast, but supposed to, they're saying up high mid 90s this today. So I doubt much of good. Back on that, what I call Island Bridge. I'm gonna set up back in there where that log is, that tree is leaning back there. But I want to show you something. Look at this runway. I mean, it's just beat it right down. Let's see, they're using this. So yeah, I'm probably go up here a minute. I'm probably 75, 80 yards east of where I had those doe and a fawn last year in one of my videos. But pretty steep ridge. It's a big thick swamp down in there and down in there. Now I'm gonna be hunting down in there, but down a ways, and it gets dark probably half hour before legal shooting hours end here in Michigan. I mean, it gets dark in there quick. Like 5:15, she's dark. So that's the only downfall. Boy, the mosquitoes are bad today. Real bad. Long sleeve shirt on and it's already almost 80 degrees. But no, I like this area back in here. And this ridge that I'm on, it runs east and west. And it goes almost a mile to the east. And then where it ends to the west is like where my truck is parked. About 3/4 of a mile from where I'm at right now is the truck, according to my onX map. But yeah, there's, like I said before, you gotta have a north wind, northwest, west wind to hunt this. Unless of course you're using a tree stand. Because there's, over behind me, I've walked this ridge 3 years ago all the way to the end and back, and there's no really good site over there to put one up unless I use a tree stand. But it's pretty thick in here, so even if I use a tree stand, I still ain't gonna get a long shot back here. But you know, that runway is getting used heavy. So, well, we're gonna head back to the truck. I got one more spot to go to. Well, got back to the truck. It's gonna be one of them, depending on what the trail cam will show. where I'll hunt opening day for the first few days. Whether I hunt that ridge with that runway, I followed that runway out, and it comes to this 2-track, and then it darts into like a bog over there, and I stepped into it, and she was pretty deep, and it goes out to an island out there. That's where that runway went. So I like this spot, but I also like that spot where I was the other day and where I shot at that doe last year. The intel from last year shows more bucks over there, less sign than over here. Now last year over there, no wolves on camera. Over here, 8 wolves on camera. I guess I got like 2 8 points last year on camera back there. Of course, one was like 6 o'clock in the morning, and the other ones were deer flies. Like in the middle, around 1 2 o'clock in the morning. But there were some other bucks in there too. There was a 6-point, a couple spikes, a 4-point. Now the 4-point and the spikes were late morning, and the 6-point was, I think, right at quitting time for shooting time wise. Now one of them, like that 6-point, the picture was taken opening day, but I was back here. So I don't know. I gotta decide what I'm gonna do here. Where I'm gonna hunt opening a couple days. And I guess I'll wait and see what the trail cameras show me. But that ridge there is just beaten down all the way from both ends. So that's a pretty good spot back in there, I think. One of the reasons why I like the other blind is I'm in farther. Like where I'm at in there, I can hear this 2-track from where I'm at. You know, I'm almost a mile. I think it was like 8/10 of a mile I was in at that spot. So I have to play it by ear. But I'm gonna get in this truck and turn that air conditioner on high and go to the next spot. So stick with me. All right. We're at the creek stand A. Reason I say A is because we found another spot by a creek, so I'm gonna call that creek B. Them deer come from there. This is a runway through here, and it goes up through these ferns and then down. And here's the creek. Look how shallow it is. Nice hardwood there that went across. But look at the tracks. There's fresh tracks in that island. Deer tracks. Man, I can't believe how far down it is. They sure haven't got the rain we got down home. And that other side over there is full of tracks too. The high beachy area. So anyway, we're 30 yards from that runway behind me. And they're following this ridge, the top of the ridge, the bank, all the way down around. There's a bend up there. They're coming from down that way and working their way south through that runway. This is bizarre. I wonder what it'll be like in a couple of months. So, well, I'd like to grab a chainsaw and get some of that. It'd be a pain getting it out of here up to camp. All right. Well, all my trail cameras are out. So, and it is getting hot. Big time hot. I'm out of shape. So, I just can't believe how low that creek is. Holy smokes. So, yeah. Been hunting this. This is one of the oldest areas I've been hunting since I've been up here. This area down in here, it's produced a lot of deer out of here. And one of my son's buddies, Jacob, got his first UP buck in this area. In fact, he had the blind that way, which you shouldn't have it that way because that's the way the wind, the west and northwest wind, and it would have blew. So I don't know what kind of wind he had that day, but you got to be south down here, because if that wind starts carrying your scent over this runway, it's over with. So, but yeah, he got his first UP buck right about 15 feet to my right. So, well, I guess to go back to camp, get these sweaty clothes off, and chill out. Then start the packing process and cleaning up camp, and we gotta leave about 4 in the morning. They shut that Mackinac Bridge down at 6:30 in the morning till noon or 12:30 for that the annual bridge walk, for Labor Day bridge walk. So I don't want to get caught up here. So if we leave here by 4, we'll be at the bridge by 5:30. Get over it before they shut her down. So I don't know what them guys are up to. They didn't come out. I don't know what they're gonna do today. But heck, it's only 10:30 right now, so we'll talk to you from camp. Stay tuned. We got 2.5 cords of wood here that will do us just fine for deer hunting. That's all we really need. We had about a half a cord left from last year, but that'll do us fine. And then the guy gave us a bunch of cedar that we split for fire starter. I know it looks kind of crowded in there right now, but all them totes go in the bedroom. I have to do that because the mice have already started on them before I even did that. So yeah, that's our wood that we got. You can't beat that right there for $100. So that's what we pay for it. It's nice out, but it's been hot. It's hotter than we'd like it. So, nope, time's winding down. I was looking at the calendar. It's probably going to be the weekend before Halloween, or Halloween week, or day, whatever weekend before Halloween, before I'm back up here. I think, anyway. We're going to have 5 of us for deer season. Me, the son, his 2 buddies, and my brother. So that ought to be a good time. I got 7 trail cameras out. So the main 2 spots are that Island Ridge where I went this morning, and then way up in there where I missed that deer last year. I'm in the same general area, but I moved like 200 yards north and then 100 yards east, and I'm sitting in some hardwoods watching that probably 4 or 5 year old clear cut where they came in there and logged. So I'm gonna get ready to. I told them dinner be 8 o'clock, and it's what is it, 20 to 7? I'm gonna cook brats and baked beans. So we'll talk to you a little bit. Yeah, I forgot to mention, out of me, my son, and then Kyle, or Joe, and Jacob, we all applied for that special access permit to get a doe, and none of us were successful in drawing the access permit to kill a doe up here this year. So that was kind of strange that not one of us got one. So, but that's all right. It is what it is. And I also got, I forgot to mention this too. Not gonna say who yet. You'll find out. But I got an email the other day, and somebody wanted to know if I do a review on a product. I was quite shocked, seeing as I'm not as big as some of these guys. But they asked me to do a review, and I got a text message when I was in town. Well, my wife sent it Friday, but I got it Saturday. The product came to the house. I'll be doing a video on a review on a product. A couple of you already know about it because I was kind of gun shy when I first got the email on it. It didn't look to me like a legit email because it didn't have no company head, address, or whatever. And I got the email. It came to my email at 2:30 a.m. in the morning. Please respond back right away, which I did, and told him I'd be interested. But the more and more I thought about it, I was like, is this some kind of scam or joke or what? Well, then I emailed a couple guys, and sometimes I guess those emails come from China or another country or something. Because what I thought was weird was when I answered them when I got to work that morning at 6:30 in the morning, I replied, and I went all day and didn't hear nothing back. And then sitting in my chair, after I was trying to get information on this to see if it was legit or a scam, his reply came back just before I went to bed that night at 10:30, 10:45. I got an email back stating that, I need your address and yada yada yada. So I sent it to him, Still thinking it was a scam. But no, it's legit. It came. FedEx delivered it Friday evening. So I'll be doing that this week. Like I said, a couple of you already know what it is, but I'm not going to say anything until I do it. I'm going to be a little nervous. I never done anything like that before. Of course, being new to this, you know, I think I checked when I was in town earlier today. We went to my brother's and swam in the lake, take showers in the lake. I think I'm at 876 or 77 or something like that. And I appreciate every one of you for subscribing or watching my videos. It means a lot to me, and I enjoy doing it. I never thought that it would get this far, but I just enjoy filming what I'm doing and stuff like that. Camp Benny and a few others, they're good at it, you know, but I did do one upgrade. I got a camcorder, but I didn't spend a high dollar on it, but it's doing me just fine, that in my cell phone. The anniversary, 2-year anniversary of me doing this, it started on Labor Day weekend in 2021. That's when it all started. Trying to get ideas on different things. And I like what Alvin does from Michigan Gone Wild. That's another channel you guys should check out, Michigan Gone Wild. They do some good shows. Oh, 7:30 almost. This time it just flew by. But bow season in Michigan is less than a month away. I'll probably be doing most of that down home this year, and then of course I got that trip with Flying Eagle Outdoors. I'm really looking forward to that. And I don't know if I'm going to squeak a bow hunt in up here or not, because I plan on coming back, but when I come back, that's going to be just come up here Friday, hurry up, do all my stuff on Saturday, and go home Sunday. Go pull all my SD cards, or swap SD cards, and then put blinds out. I'm for sure putting 2 blinds at that Island Ridge and that other spot. I don't have a name for that. I always name my blind or my areas, but I have never named that one yet. Maybe call it the clear cut blind. I don't know. These are about done. Well, my son's in the river because he thought he'd be a smart aleck and thought he was going to jump off the railing of the bridge as we stopped to take pictures of the low water. And as he faked himself, his sunglasses fell off his hat into the drink. He did end up getting them. Crazy.
More steps, get on that sandbar again. I'm on the sandbar. No, to the beach. There's another one. It's a sandbar all the way to it. It's shallow, real shallow. That's what I'm saying. It looks like a river.
It's all sand on the bottom, ain't it?
Like an ankle deep. Water feels great. Is it warm?
Is it warmer than the lake?
Yeah, I think it's probably warmer than the lake. Think I can use them as goggles? You couldn't have done it. Try it. What? Try it. You lost it, Found them. Just keep them on your face. Joe, you had a good eye there, bud.
Yeah, I couldn't see him. I don't know how you did.
He watched them. Oh, I seen where they dragged. Yeah, exactly. That's why I was